who's on the committee now? Let's see,
Me.
The nominating committee is the three of you plus Joe, and then one of the items is to appoint a fifth person today. So you could say that whoever you pick for the fifth person is the vice chair.
leaving where? Somebody else.
Are you talking about David Banther?
It went from Tarleton to
I'm talking about Dave Egger.
Safety Harbor, I think it is, isn't it?
Sorry. I'm thinking, what the hell, where was he going? Well, he's not even on the committee. Oh, that's my point. He's always talking about not having an opportunity. You want him on the nominating committee? Oh, on this committee? Yeah.
Not if he's leaving.
He's not leaving.
Who?
Dave Eggers.
Eggers.
Okay, but we have
I'm still back with Branter.
We have Heather Gracie and Gina Driscoll who are on the committee.
So in your, right in front of you is a list, based on the survey that Rachel did of people's expressed interest.
These are things people want.
Okay. Darden wants to be on
Darden wants to be on,
nominating.
fine, she can be vice
Yeah.
chair. She knows everything.
Right. I nominate Darden Rice.
Second.
I'm sorry, are we skipping to C and talking about committee appointments, or are you talking about
We're electing a vice.
electing her as?
We're
Oh, we changed the order.
Well, the only thing I'm concerned about is Darden is not technically on nominating.
That's why we're changing the order.
Until the board approves it.
Well,
in 2
true.
weeks.
So subject to her being approved by the board next week, she would then be
All right.
immediately installed as the vice chair of the committee.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that's both for putting her on the committee and electing her vice chair, right?
Right.
Okay, need to approve the minutes from October 22nd.
Motion.
Are you moving? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
moving the motion.
Second.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Moving right along. Yeah, they're easy. Okay, so the other committee appointments.
So
We have some staff recommendations of people who want to.
we as you can see, we have the actually 7 vacancies. On the executive committee, Patty has agreed to officially rejoin or join the executive committee. Thank you.
I can't make a motion.
As the 5th person on the executive committee. And I believe that you came to the last executive committee. So this will make it official.
So, Janet, you're the only one that can make a motion to do what?
To nominate myself?
I'll nominate her. Okay,
Thank you, Janet.
you're welcome. I consider that seconded. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay,
The survey results, we received lots of interest in the legislative committee. Yes.
from who? Because we've had this conversation.
I know Heather Gracie.
Don't make me have it in the public arena.
We received requests by both Heather Gracie, Gina Driscoll, Vince Cox, and Richard Bennett. I believe were the 4. Right?
I would like to nominate Heather Gracie.
Oh, Josh, too.
Well,
Here's the thing about Heather. she is brand new to the PSTA board. And I think the legislative committee is better served with folks that have a knowledge, some knowledge. I mean, the meeting that she came to, that's the first time I've seen her. I mean, did she just recently get appointed?
Yes.
To PSTA, yes.
Right, so who is she taking the place of?
Well, John Tornga.
That's right, John. I get confused because I'm on floor with Pinellas and Julie is on there from Dunedin as well.
Heather is very, is in Tallahassee as much as the legislators are. Because of, I hate to say it, what all the cities belong to. You guys have the county League of Cities. She's on the board of Florida League of Cities.
I've known Heather for a very long time. It's not about that. It's about the fact that she's very new on PSTA. And I think if you're going to speak to the legislators about PSTA and our issues, you need some knowledge of who and what we're all about. Do you know what I mean?
I know, Janet, I do.
Yeah.
If I look at
That's
you
all
and
I'm
I'm
saying.
puzzled, I'm following you.
No,
Otherwise, I
I'm
would
just
say,
saying.
Janet.
You know, yeah, go ahead.
So the other people that were interested are Vince Cox, Josh Goldman,
Richard Bennett.
Gina.
Gina Dupernay.
And in my, I've had one-on-ones with both Heather Driscoll and Heather Gracie and Gina Driscoll, and talked about all the different committees, and both expressed interest in the legislative committee. I think Heather Gracie expressed an interest because she has been so involved in the Florida League of Cities, and has spent a lot of time already in Tallahassee. And Gina expressed it as a real interest of hers. So I think that's why they filled out the survey and sent it to Rachel, that's, you know. But I did explain the other different committees. And that's what their preference was.
So we're adding a fifth person, is that what we're doing? Okay.
And an alternate.
Oh, and an alternate. Well, then why don't we, did you make a motion? Heather?
I did it.
Okay, well, I would second that, and then I would second, or I would, yeah, let's vote on that first. Okay. If that's okay.
All in favor? Motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye. So we have Heather Gracie as the fifth person. And then, what's your thoughts about the alternate? Maybe Vince?
Agreed.
Well, my thought,
Gina, how about Gina? How about Gina?
Gina's fine with me.
So we have one north and one south.
Good idea.
Right?
Right.
that was my thought.
Okay, so then we have Gina.
And nobody wanted to do finance?
Nobody wanted to do finance.
Nobody. Out of all of the 15 people, nobody.
Well, Vince Cox is on there now. And Vince and Josh are on finance, and Dave Eggers, Joe Barkley,
Richard Bennett.
and Richard Bennett.
And Richard is well suited for that position.
I'm sorry, Chair. Did you move on to finance? I don't remember hearing a motion for Gina. Yeah. On alternate.
I make a motion.
Gina
For Gina. That's why we're saying
Say
North
aye.
County and South County. No,
We said
Janet
North County,
did.
South County.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what people have done. Consider it voting. Yes, we're moving on to voting.
Why are you shaking your head?
Because she was trying to determine if you
it.
Yeah.
Revisited it. And now we're on finance.
I think it's okay. We got no, not, wishes for finance, but, to me, of any of the committees that don't need an alternate, finance, because they are regular, the men on that committee, all regularly attend. So,
Yeah, I wish we had, okay.
I mean, in about 2 months, we'll get a new, a replacement for David Banther from Tarpon Springs.
That'll be Safety Harbor, I think, won't it?
Well, no, David is just being term limited off of Tarpon Springs, so the city stays the same until October 1, I think, only. So we'll get a Tarpon Springs commissioner to replace David for just 6 months. Or maybe a year and 6 months. Okay, 18 months, for 18 months. So maybe they'll want to join the finance committee. He did. Was it just last fall? Yeah, they did.
I don't understand that. I've talked to Woody, I've talked to Michael. I don't get it.
I don't think Jamie has ever been on transportation. That's what I was gonna say. Jamie has a different job now.
I mean, we had Commissioner Holmes.
Yeah, boy.
He
I'd rather have nobody than, him back on.
As long as you don't put them next to
As
Dave.
long,
He'd be fine.
she can't, look at it this way, even though she doesn't show up, and when she does, she doesn't say anything, she's not hurting us.
Things are moving right along.
Right, we keep on moving.
Well, okay, fine.
Okay, so I think we can
So
just,
we can leave
She-
finance the way it is what you were saying.
yes,
Okay. Planning.
and she did submit a request.
As an alternate.
Yeah.
who did?
Samantha did
Samantha.
not submit any request, period. She
No, she did.
She's up
Right,
there.
Rachel. She filled out the survey, right, and said,
Oh, my
To be
goodness.
the alternate to planning.
but she did not fill out my performance evaluation.
So what evaluation?
The performance evaluation.
I had to send it back over here because my computer rejected it. Several times.
She's the only one outstanding, right? Oh, no, Dave Albritton, too. Yeah. One.
Well, how about, are we adding someone, we're adding an alternate?
Yeah.
Oh. I was gonna say, we could put Commissioner Eggers there. Oh,
That wouldn't work real well.
well,
Oh, yeah, he goes.
all right, so let's, we've got Joe Barkley and Pat that live to North County. We've got Charlie, Mid-County.
Josh.
North County. David, North County. Yeah.
Well, I don't see any harm in putting her on as an alternate if she won't come anyway.
Yeah, let's just put Samantha on there.
Hello. We're having a nominating committee, meeting before the personnel committee.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
And congratulations.
Congratulations, Darden.
We put
okay.
you on everything.
I knew I should have been here.
Yeah,
I knew I should have been here.
Not done.
She already got done.
Yeah, she's done. Okay, so I need a motion for Samantha to be the alternate on the plan.
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say
Aye.
aye. Opposed? Okay. Personnel. We have one full vacancy. Gina Driscoll and Vince Cox are interested, right?
We put Gina as an alternate for legislative.
I don't think they
so-
were.
Yeah,
That was my idea.
yes, that was his, that's Mr. Miller's.
Nobody
Nobody
expressed interest?
expressed interest.
But to me, it just looked like, well, we didn't have a St. Pete. I mean,
Okay, then I nominate Gina Driscoll.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
well, actually, Commissioner Rice is on the Personnel Committee for now as the immediate past chair. But next Personnel Committee meeting in a year from now, she will not be on the Personnel Committee anymore.
So does that mean we can't have Gina then?
Yeah, so that's why I suggested a St. Pete person, Gina or Vince.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
All
We're
right,
good.
well then.
We're good.
And we
Uh,
voted. All right, so we're done, right?
Right.
Good job.
We're
Did we approve the minutes? Okay. We have a motion to adjourn?